And when regularly such tests should be made to ascertain his or her state of health. And when she is exiting, a full medical test must be done to determine her state of health or his state of health. We have history of those who retired, and after retirement they get back to the village, and after 1 or 2 years we are told they are dead, and it will be attributed to witchcraft in the village. I don't say that it is not in all circumstances that that happens. That workers acquired while at the place of work. But because there was no routine medical checks done officially for it to be in the record of the staff, we will not be able to keep track. We have so many cases of cancer. We have so many cases of occupational diseases that we are not able to keep track. So I want to commend that the court and all the employers of labor in Nigeria should make it as a practice to have medical checks both at the point of entry, if possible yearly, and at the point of exit, so that we can ascertain the state of health of workers when they are exiting. I must commend this court for the level of development that this court has experienced, particularly under the leadership of His Lordship the President. Being able to work with all the judges and all those in the registry, in the administration, and with us at the bar, to reposition this court. That today we are seated with all the judges as lawyers. Today we are seated before a superior court of record. Today we are seated before a court that has a multi-jurisdiction, holistic jurisdiction over all employment and labor matters in Nigeria. This feat can never go unnoticed. And on the day that Honorable Justice Shogbola is exiting, we want to commend you from the bar. We want to commend you as practitioners of labor in this court. We want to commend you in my office as the chairman of Employment and Labor Committee of Section on Legal Practice, and also in my position as the Editor-in-Chief of Nigerian Labor Law Reports. We commend you for your role in seeing to the development of this court. When we spoke on phone, I asked my Lord, you don't look 65. What are you going to do after retirement? Are you going to go back to teaching? Are you going to do consultancy? And she said, let me just go and rest a little. My Lord, you're free to consult. And we know that you cannot go back to the village to farm. You have so much in store that labor law practice in Nigeria would want to draw from you. We want to commend each and every one that has made this court what it is today.
I believe who has a comment, please, we are free to comment.
My Lordship, the President of the court, I want to rest on the existing protocol. And by my training, we are always brief And I want to, you see, I was captivated by the fact that there was a statement my lordship made, the president. He said, when they deliver a case against somebody, it's a bad judge. When you win, that judge is the best. I align with you into because this your job is a thankless job. It is only those who win the praise. So for us to be here because of Madam, and coupled with the fact that she's my alma mater, in fact, I want to congratulate her for retiring meritoriously in this job. Thank you very much.
Send his White Cap chief to come, chiefs to come and represent him, and with due respect, I named them Chief Ismail Oladi Ilorogun of Lagos. Thank you, sir. Abayomi Olusi, the Egbe of Lagos. Thank you. We appreciate your coming, and please express our appreciation to His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Lagos. Thank you. He has always been with us whenever we have come to do. We thank you.
To these remarks by Honorable Justice O.A Shogbola. My Lord.
My Lord, the Honorable Justice Adejumo, OFR, President, National Industrial Court of Nigeria. My Lord, Judges of National Industrial Court. My Lord, Judges of other jurisdictions, they are present. My Lord, that's what the Attorney General of the Federation, ably represented by Mr. Awugu. The Oba of Lagos, ably represented by his White Cap chief. The representative of the security outfit here present. The chairman of Nigerian Bar Association, ably represented here too this morning. Besides, judges of National Industrial Court, particularly the first president of this court, under whom I also serve, Honorable Justice P.A. Asilade, the Controller General of Prisons, they are represented, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I have the most profound honor and privilege to welcome all you to this special valedictory court session of National Industrial Court of Nigeria to mark my statutory retirement from the bench, having attained the age of 65 years today, 24th day of March 2015. I was born on 24th of March 1915 in Lagos Island, the family of Barrister Emmanuel Omota Odulami and Mrs. Christina Simola Odulami, the renowned educationist and the first indigenous principal of Methodist FLC Aba. Both are late today. I thank God for their lives and bless their memory for setting me on the right path that brought me to where I am today. I attended St. David's Anglican School that year in Lagos from 1956 to 1993. Then proceeded to New Era Girls Secondary School, Surulere, where my mother was the principal from 1964 to 1968, and to Ijebu Grammar School for my higher school certificate. From 1984 to 1989, I attended University of Lagos, Akoka, for my degree in law and obtained a master's degree in the same school in 1993. I attended Nigerian Law School, Lagos, from 1990 to 1991. 41 years ago, precisely, a journey that began on the 10th of October 1974 seems a journey into eternity. But in retrospect, I look like it was just yesterday. Today is for me an occasion to give thanks to God for His support, guidance, and protection, and see me through the good and the bad times, the ups and downs of life. I thank Him particularly for counting me worthy of the privilege of being appointed to the judicial bench of Nigeria at the National Industrial Court. At this point, please permit me to sing a song of the Almighty. I can assure you, though, that I have no intention of becoming a musician after retirement. At any rate, I'm thrilled to stand competing with the likes of Wizkid and the Beatles. The song says, "Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one, and surprise you what the Lord has done." I thank God for seeing me so far and considering me worthy to witness today. Thank God also that the years have been good to me. I started work like a small girl today. I have grown not only in size and age, but also in wisdom, comfort, and with wonderful family. I should pause here to express my profound gratitude and appreciation to my loving husband, Dr. O.A Shogbola, who could not be here today because he's just been had an eye operation. And my children who wrote in me and around me, without their support, I might not have been here today. Came from a family who took education seriously. This is not surprising, as my parents and two of my siblings were graduates in their various disciplines. Of course, education was non-negotiable, but my choice of law as a profession was not by accident. While growing up, we lived at Okesimo Street, Lagos Island, near the race course, where there were the Lagos High Court, the Supreme Court of Nigeria, and the Bushiri Magistrate Court. I was impressed and attracted by the aura of importance and knowledge that hovered around my father, being a lawyer too, and a lawyer that came to our house to see him regularly. I was particularly captivated by the respect he also accorded the late Honorable Justice Moses Oyemade, the then Chief Justice of the then Western State, who we fondly held this with awe called Abadajo, whenever I visited the village. My resolve to be a member of this reverend profession became unshakable. I had Prof. John in my pursuit of this unshakable cause, but eventually, to the glory of God, I became a lawyer in 1990. I have been blessed to have so many wonderful people who contributed to the development and career of that small girl, by whose support and the grace of God is retiring at the peak of her chosen career today. As Yoruba says, Eniyan Lasho Mi. People are my encouragement and support. If I fail to remember to mention any name, it is by no means intentional. Blame it on the fact that when someone is retired, they are considered old and forgetting the characteristic of age. Besides, the people are too numerous to number. They are short and in the clothes. It's not only Boba, the blouse, the wool, the wrapper. It's full flowing Agbada brown wool. Let me start by thanking Alhaji Fantasy, the Assistant Chief Labor Officer, Mr. Oseka, who practically held my hand and guided me through the minefields of Ministry of Labor, where I started my career in 1994. I'm also grateful to my boss, Mr. John Ojige, Assistant Director of Labor, and my colleagues, Mr. Amin, Mrs. Jemide, Mrs. Obi, Mrs. Ogero, Mrs. Olufayo, and Mrs. Olariwaju. Now, homecoming, the National Industrial Court, where I spent the better part of my career, and where I was thoroughly used, pardon my pun. Now, I have to go having clocked the statutory age service. I remember July 15, 1991, when I joined the National Industrial Court as principal registrar. Then we had only two permanent fiscal structures, one in Lagos and as the seat of government then, and the other later in Abuja. I avoided using the word division because although we have two permanent structures in place, mentioned the court, however the court starts in any part of the country and the circumstances demanded. I remember with fond memory the justices I met when I joined the court. Honorable Justice P. Atilade was the president of the court when I came in. He gave me all the support like a father. Late Judge Z.M. Bello, late Justice M.A. Borishade, who later became the Honorable President of this court, late Judge D.N. Okwa, late Judge E.O. Olo, late Judge M.S. Stalin, and the one I forgot, as I said, B.B. Davibi, is also here. Also, there was the first Chief Registrar of this court, who later became the Chief Registrar of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, and later appointed the Judge of the State High Court, where he retired, Honorable Justice C.I. Adesanya. I remember some old members of this court, Mrs. F.I. Kushani, the Administrative Officer, Ms. J. Oko, Mrs. A.A. Adeshola, who later served as the Secretary of the late President, Honorable Justice M.A. Borishade, and Mrs. Tina Ifejoko. They all contributed their quota in making this Honorable Court, National Industrial Court of Nigeria, what it is today. I'm immensely grateful for their support. I also wish to thank every member of staff of the court, both past and present, too numerous to mention by name, for their support during my tenure as the Chief Registrar of this court and later Judge of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria. I also remember the trying period in the history of National Industrial Court, particularly the challenges it brought upon the court for not being mentioned as a Superior Court of Record in the various constitutions of Nigeria. I must appreciate the role played by the then Attorney General of the Federation, late Clement Apagu, who assisted the court in getting it elevated to the status of Superior Court of Record by the enactment of Decree 47 of 1992. Suffice to say that although the decree did not solve the problem, it played a vital role as a platform upon which the National Industrial Court Act 2006 and the third alteration to the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which finally listed the court as the Superior Court of Record, were made. Brother judges, if you were here before 2003, you will not be so reverently called Honorable Justice of the Court, except for the President, but mere members of National Industrial Court. Why will I go back? Honorable Justice Kayi is here to bear me witness. The changes we are enjoying today, both in status and in recognition, stand when Honorable Justice D.A. Adejumo, OFR, came to the National Industrial Court in 2003. As the President of the Court, his Lordship took the challenges of repositioning the court head-on. Although the results we are seeing today are commendable, it was really a trying period for those involved in the real activities of repositioning the court. There was so much to do, so little time and resources to do it, and the stress of moving from the known to the unknown. As everyone knows, there is nothing that springs and does not at one time come to a breaking point. Thank God we passed out the trying period, our breaking point, but instead of breaking, came out stronger. The court cannot thank your Lordship, Honorable Justice Babatunde Adejumo, OFR, enough. I should be seen as ungrateful if I look at where I am today and fail to pay tribute to those that assisted me to assisted me, to those that have inspired me, and to those that are my bosses and have pushed me beyond where I am, where I thought were my limits. My special appreciation goes to Honorable Justice C.A. Adesanya, who informed me of the vacancy of the post of Principal Registrar in 1991 and encouraged me as a qualified lawyer to apply. I rose through the ranks as Assistant Chief Registrar, the Deputy Chief Registrar, and ultimately the Chief Registrar of the Court. Also, I should thank most sincerely His Lordship, Honorable Justice B.A. Adejimo, for his doggedness in strengthening the court and laying the foundation upon which most of us are judges of the court today. By becoming a judge of this court was so crucial. I have felt fulfilled, both personally and in my career, that even if I retired, then as Chief Registrar, I was happy. I contributed my own quota to the development of the status and jurisdiction of the court, both with the passage of National Industrial Code Act 2006 and the National Industrial Code of 2007. Again, I was satisfied that under any watch, as the Chief Registrar and the synergy of purpose with the forward-looking Honorable Justice Adejimo, whose mantra of becoming the President of this court was to portioning the court, more divisions, namely Kano, Enugu, Jos, Maiduguri, Ibadan, Alabama, were added to the court at the time I was the Chief Registrar of the court. The fruit of all these repositioning efforts were the elevation of the status of the court and the widening of the scope of the court in all ramifications. Since the court needed more judges to address the task of its new status, His Lordship, Honorable Justice B.A. Adejimo, encouraged me to step further and become a judge of the court. I therefore was sworn in the Judge of National Industrial Court on the 5th day of May 2008. After my appointment, I was posted to Abuja Division of the Court, where I was fortunate to work with two amiable presiding heads of court of division in succession, the late Honorable Justice M.A. Dada of Denton Montgomery, Honorable Justice N.S. Esowe. I also worked there with the complete gentleman, Honorable Justice Ibrahim Awa, now the presiding judge of Enugu Division. Our time together in Abuja was peaceful without any bad incidents, and I thank Honorable Justice Ibrahim Awa for the good relationship that existed among the judges before His Lordship transfer. I want to express my sincere appreciation to my head of division in Abuja, Honorable Justice N.S. Esowe, an amiable, courteous, respectful, and beautiful, both in faith and character. Wonderful person who holds division without a single crisis among the judges of the and the staff. My brother judges in Abuja Division, Honorable Justice N. Lifu, and Honorable Justice Eseli, I thank the Lordship for the cooperation and understanding that existed between us for the short period we had together. I should remember those who helped me along the way, even as the Chief Registrar of the Court. I appreciate Mrs. Comfort Isabella, my amiable and competent accountant, who worked with me, though for a short period. I appreciate Mrs. Aliyo, my amiable and caring officer, who was in charge of central payroll and managed the place without blemish. I appreciate my neighbor, Mrs. Abotede Olawi, my dedicated, caring, competent, and loyal confidant, who served me for many years as secretary while I was Chief Registrar. I also appreciate my current secretary, Mrs. O.A Shogbola, who served me diligently. She was able to cope despite the volume of work in Abuja Division. I also most sincerely thank Alhaji Muhammad Hassan, Mr. Barodi Ojo, Mr. Kunle Ahmed, these are my official drivers, and Mr. Taiwo Ojo, who served me as a clerk in my chamber. Cannot end this appreciation without thanking the court clerk, Mr. Aminu, Mr. Raphael, Mr. Ibrahim, Mr. Tuzero, Mr. Jennifer Alan. My appreciation of this wonderful staff would not be complete without mentioning Mr. Bethel Suebu, Ms. Bumi Alabi, Mrs. Motunrayo Alabi, Mrs. R.A. Adesidori, N.O. Bamudu, Mr. Douglas Sunday, Mr. C. Ekam, Mr. A. Akindepo, Mr. Z. Salim, Mrs. Taiwo Kadiri, Deborah Ayeni, Mojisola Shikoni, Mrs. Babalola, Mr. Tegema, the present Chief Registrar, Mr. Diko, Mr. Shehu, and Mr. Kado. My research assistants, both former and present, Zaina Rafai, Bola Ajibai, and Shukrat Belgori. My security officers, my official quarters, Mr. Jude, and Mr. Titus. My orderly for 7 years, Mr. Daniel Maji. I also most sincerely appreciate my siblings, late Chief Mrs. Dr. Mr. Dito Madibanjo, of blessed memory, and my sister, Dr. Mrs. Lura Nudulano Bundimu, a dietitian based in Ontario, Canada, who is also here present in court. The Yoruba adage says that no matter how bright the skyline is, there will always be dark patches. It gives me no pleasure to remember it, but it's better to get it off my chest, hoping that the lesson from it will be useful to the court, especially those in administration. No matter how justifiable any allegation may seem to be, it's always better and in line with the maxim of natural justice to carry out proper and thorough investigation in order to avoid punishing innocent people on the basis of unfounded allegations. I was once a victim of this alongside with some members of the court that was unjustly treated on the basis of rumors bandied about by some vicious and wicked members of staff. I mention this not to castigate anyone. I take solace in the word of God that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers them through them all. I'll move on to forgive those involved, however. We must remember the lesson and ensure that such an ugly blemish never wear a soggy edge tarnish the good image of this court. I must also say, probably in the course of doing this job, have offended anyone. I plead for your mercy, so please forgive. It has been rough, it has been fun, it has been rewarding, but now I leave an aspect of this work of life and retire to the most important work of life, that is my family and the work of God. For the younger ones who are just starting life, certain work I implore you to put your very best in whatever you do. The reward may not come now, or soon, at least as you expect, but they will definitely come. The wisest man in the universe, King Solomon said, have you seen a man diligent in his work? He shall stand before kings and not men. For the older one, what do I say? Well, look forward and plan ahead what you will do to occupy the body and mind after retirement. For me, I really know what I want to do. I want to share my retirement experiences with you and charge you SCC as consultation. Finally, I once again say, glory be to God, and I stand here to bid farewell to my learned brothers, friends, well-wishers, and the staff of National Industrial Corporation. Thanks for giving me.
Before the court will rise, we have one or two announcements to make. The representative of the CJ of Ogun State, the Chief Registrar, came while the program was winding up. There will be light refreshments. Chief Registrar is Olushola Oloyede, as is here representing the Chief Judge of Ogun State, Honorable Justice O.A Shogbola, CON. Light refreshments will be served after the court will rise, and the details will be announced. Some will sit here, others will be at the lawyer's lounge and Code 5 on the ground floor at the back there.
How many